Hey guys, this just came in the mail today from Zavvi. It has the Blu-ray and the DVD. It is obviously Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, starring Gary Oldman, also with Colin Firth, Tom Hardy, John Hurt, Toby Jones, Mark Strong, Benedict Cumberbatch, and I'm not sure, Kyran Hines. I'm not sure of that individual. But certainly 4 or 5 really big names here. This is a remake of one that Alec Guinness did as a miniseries, I believe. It's based on a British spy novel by the same name. It says it's right on here. It says who it's by. It's based on the best-selling novel by John Le Carre, French apparently, and it's a film by Thomas Alfredson. This is a limited deluxe edition. I had to pick this up. You can see the thickness of this thing. It's huge. And on the back, you'll see that it comes with just a crap load of stuff. It includes the Blu-ray, the DVD, the original soundtrack, the novel, a notepad, playing cards, on-set photographs apparently that Oldman took, and an exclusive limited edition film cell. And then your special features include a commentary with Gary Oldman and director Thomas Alfredson, interview with the author, deleted scenes, something called a Smiley featurette on the Blu-ray only, Inside the Circus featurette, Shadow World featurette, John Le Carre featurette, interviews with Oldman, Firth, Tom Hardy, and director Tom Alfredson, and screenwriter Peter Stroghan, a UK premiere featurette, Sky Movies featurette, a photo gallery, and trailer. So, needless to say, this thing is packed with extras, packed with all sorts of goodies. Let's give it an open. It's going to open pretty easily. It came in pretty good shape. I'd expected the corners to be a little bit dinged because of the size of this thing. It was in a box. It was packaged well. I'm not going to complain. Just slips off. I'll save this. And then you're left with this. Got a design here. It's hard to see, but there is a design on here. It is slightly embossed or debossed, whatever it is. It's dented in here. It's embossed. Looks like a book. That is embossed. Now we get to the inside of this. Oh, okay. It opens a couple different ways. It opens this way. I like the look of that. And then you've got another thing here that helps you to, I guess, pull this out, is what I'm guessing. Oh, there's a drawer at the bottom. Okay, I see how this works. Okay, the very bottom of this, where this thing is, there's a drawer. So you pull this, and that's where you get the movies. If you can see the 2 movies there, I can. I'm going to pull this out like this and show you that the movies, the whole drawer comes right out. And here you've got some, apparently the pictures that Gary Oldman took, the set. You've got the official film cell here, and then you've got the 2-disc set. And one of them is, oh, it's a 3-disc set. It's got a film cell in it. Pretty neat. The film cell comes in this neat little package here. Talks about it. It's suitable for, and you can see it there. It's like Gary Oldman to me. I like that picture. It's a nice backdrop with the red and everything. And I like the thing it comes in, so pretty happy about that. Very nice. It's a film reference. Here are the pictures that come with it. There's apparently maybe 4 or 5 of them from the looks of it, and they're wide. Pictures taken from the set. Kind of cool. I like that. That all goes into the shelf part. And then the upper part has the novel, which is a very thick sucker. Now a major film. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I have not read this novel, but I was reading that it's a pretty complex story, one that you might have to watch more than once. It deals with a 70s spy, in this case played by Gary Oldman, who comes out of retirement for MI6 or from MI6, comes back to MI6 because apparently one of his former colleagues has now gone rogue, or as a counter spy, or as a saboteur, or something along those lines. And he needs to figure out which of the 4, I think hence the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which one of them is in fact the counter spy, the double agent, the saboteur, and so on. Which one of those four former colleagues, former friends perhaps, has turned against the agency, against the country, and against him? That'll be interesting. Also, there's a this book. This is a book. It says Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy on it, and on the corners, I believe it's just a notepad. Yeah, this is just a blank notepad, but kind of cool. I like it. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I like it. I'm definitely going to just keep it in here, I guess. I just think it's kind of cool that it came with it. I'll tell you what I paid for this. You won't believe it, but it was really cheap, considering everything you get with it. And then you get a deck of cards, which is kind of cool. I may or may not open these. I kind of want to look at them, but I kind of probably will never play with them, so I just kind of like the fact that they're included. It's just a collectible. I don't know. You know, for the most part, I do open stuff like this if I think I'm going to have a use for it, or I'm not one to keep things in boxes. I have a handful of like bobbleheads and you know, characters that come in the boxes. I know a lot of people keep them in the boxes. I don't think they look that good in the box. To me, as much as they try to put it front and center in the box, it's still in a box in plastic. It's glary. You just can't get a good look at it. So any of the things I have like that, I don't keep them sealed up. If I have something sealed up, it's probably because I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. And I do have, you know, I'm going to say that I probably have, I'm going to say 10 or 12 Criterions that I have not opened and have not watched. For a lot of reasons. I mean, I buy a lot of movies, but I'm going to guess percentage-wise, I watch as much as anybody. I'm not one to have 5 or 6 copies of the same thing. I get that a lot less than I get having something I haven't opened yet, because I'll get around to watching it. It's a question of when. I buy them when they're on sale, not when I'm necessarily ready to watch them. And I may have a backlog of things to watch, but if I can pick up a Criterion for $19.99 that normally sells for $40, I'm probably going to do it if I know that it's something I want to be able to watch, or that I want to be able to own. There's a few Criterions that I've seen many times, just haven't watched the particular disc that I own. Why? Well, because I've seen it fairly recently, and so I don't see the necessarily the reason to watch it again right away. Now, I will watch it. I'm trying to think of an example. It's an example of something I've watched. I watched that. Nothing's coming to my mind at the moment, but I know for sure there are a couple that I've watched, say on Hulu, and then not watched the actual movie that I had because I'd already seen it on Hulu. Loved it on Hulu and decided to buy it because I wanted to own it, and then just didn't watch the disc yet. I just can't think of any. I'm sure there are some. I'm just looking at the collection, and nothing's jumping out at me as being one of those, but I know for sure there's 1 or 2 of those. And I recommend that, by the way, if you want to check Hulu for the Criterions. Anyway, I may not open this stuff is the point. This is the same thing that's on the front. I assume it means something. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I like the fact the novel comes with it. I may read this. I've been wanting to read a good book. I'm going on vacation here next week for a while, so this may be I like spy novels. This would be a good thing to read in conjunction with the movie, since I heard that it's pretty dense plot, and it's pretty hard to get through and piece it all together because there's so many little intricacies. Love the look of this, though. It looks like a book. As you open it, that looks like the pages of a book. It's 1 page. Love the fact that the novel's included with it. Not a huge... I love this. I love these that come with it. Love the film cell. I think that's very collectible. All the stuff that's on here. Look at some of this. Intelligence document card code, all this stuff on it. There's signatures on it. This film does not go outside the office. Very good. There's something over here on the side. This, to me, this is the kind of stuff that makes a film or a collectible collectible. You've got a lot of detail with it. There you go. I like it. I like this a lot. Yeah, don't really like this, but I've seen this on like a Harry Potter collection too, where things are in drawers. It's quite an expensive one too. I'm not sure I'm wild about this, but once I figure out how to put the discs in, apparently you shouldn't watch this complex movie if you can't figure out how to put the discs in. So this may be one I'm not able to watch if I can't figure this out. It doesn't look that tough. I just need a couple hands and figure out what the best way to put these in. But I'll figure that out and put them back in the drawer. I kind of like the way it stores in a drawer like that, assuming I can figure out a quick and easy way to get these discs in and out without scratching them. So I'm sure I will. Well, that's it, guys. Like it. Love it for the price. I think it sounds like my kind of movie. I like spy, espionage stuff. Big fan of James Bond. This is in that mold. It's going to be drier than James Bond. More From Russia with Love than Octopussy, if that makes sense. I sense it's more of a gritty, less physical, although I'm sure there'll be some of that in there. More intrigue, espionage, clues and evidence and things like that, all in the spy world. So sounds like something I'd really like, and I'll look forward to checking it out, and I'm sure I'll do a review. Yeah, that's it for now, guys. Take care.